Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. I'm really excited about this one, guys. Here's the can. Got the whole genie in the bottle thing there. With the colors, it makes me think of I Dream of Jeannie. Very cool can. And the name of this beer is Agamemnon. The Omnipollo Agamemnon. It is an imperial stout brewed with maple syrup and natural flavors added. It is 12.5% alcohol by volume. Now, this beer says on the label, brewed by 12% LLC, Stratford, Connecticut, product of the United States, distributed by 12% LLC. And then there's a website here. I probably should have looked at this website before I did this review, omnipollo.com. I will do that, though, and if there's any other pertinent information about this beer, I'll post it in the description below. But I had a hard time finding out really anything about 12% LLC. I know that they do a lot of the distribution for Evil Twin. They also import and distribute some of the beers from Mikkeller, which is also Evil Twin and Mikkeller, two brothers, two separate breweries. But Mikkeller's out of Denmark, and Evil Twin handles their importing and distribution, as well as a lot of the Evil Twin stuff. I know they also do other stuff as well, but those are the two that really come to mind. And when I looked up 12%, it just basically gave me very little information. And then there's a 12% beer project, which I think it's affiliated with this. But anyway, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. But there's the beer. Let's give it a pour and try it out. If anybody does know anything about 12%, that would be helpful. Please feel free to post it in the comments because it's an enigma to me. So I love imperial stouts. I love maple syrup. I love the fact that this is 12.5%. There's your pour, nice cascading. Look at that beautiful head developing there. Almost had like a nitrogenized type look to it. Nice black appearance. Cannot see through it at all, even when I hold it up to the light. So it is completely opaque. Nice 2.5 finger, very creamy looking tan head. Almost getting into the beige realm with the head there. Let's get an aroma on this bad boy. Maple syrup. I'm still kind of getting over a cold, but I can smell and taste again, thank God. But I've been out of commission for a few days, so it's nice to finally get back into this. Maple syrup, dark chocolate, toasted bread, a slight blueberry note, almost has like a barrel-aged feel to it with the berry note in there. Not picking up on any of the 12.5% alcohol. That's really getting up there, so there's absolutely no boozy character with this whatsoever. It's not barrel-aged, but it almost has a barrel-aged feel to it with the berry note. A lot of times with really good barrel-aged stouts, I pick up on berry. Whether it's blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, like a mixed berry compote type thing. A lot of times you get that with really good barrel-aged stouts. I'm getting a little bit of that with this. The maple syrup and the dark chocolate are definitely the lead aromas, though. But the maple syrup's not overwhelming. A lot of times when you do these maple beers, you kind of, or the breweries seem to overdo it. I mean, I'm not getting too much maple with this, which is nice. It smells really, really good. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Man, it has got a barrel-aged taste to it, but it is not barrel-aged. So the maple syrup is coming through quite nicely. The dark chocolate follows immediately once you get through that initial maple sweetness. Leads into a nice dark toasted bread note in the middle of the sip. Very roasty, toasty, decadent, thick, creamy mouthfeel. Almost, it's pretty much a heavy-bodied beer. Really not picking up on any of the alcohol, though. It does have a little bit of a barrel-aged note to it, though. I'm kind of getting that berry note, which a lot of times, like I said, I get with the really good bourbon barrel-aged stouts. There's a little smokiness to this as well, like a campfire smoky feel, almost like you get with a rock beer. I'm kind of getting a little bit of that with this, which is really a nice counter to the sweetness from the maple syrup that I'm getting. Carbonation is actually, there's a little nice prickly carbonation, but it is on the low side. Nice head retention, nice glass lacing. This is a wonderful beer. Really not warming going down. Nothing really to indicate that this is a higher alcohol beer other than the fact that I'm kind of getting a little bit of a barrel-aged note to it, even though it's not barrel-aged, but it's not really boozy. Just that berry thing is kind of throwing me for a loop. I get that, like I said, with some really high-end barrel-aged stouts. I'm getting that with this. But it's not woody like you get the oak a lot of times from the bourbon barrels. I'm not getting that. But it does have that little smoky character, which is nice. The chocolate, the maple, maybe a little bit of vanilla as well. It's nicely balanced with the roasty, toasty malt character. And it's so darkly roasty, toasty that it almost gives a little bit of a coffee note, which provides a little bit of astringency, a touch of bitterness on the back end to kind of balance it out, but it's definitely more of a malt forward beer pretty much all the way through. Just that little bit of astringency kind of drops it off nicely on the finish. The maple syrup is not overdone because it's not really sticking to the inside of my cheeks and building up with the sweetness and the maple. The more I sip on it, which a lot of times you get with the maple syrup beers because it's so thick and that maple syrup sticks to the inside of your mouth and clings to the palate and just lingers for days. And I'm not getting that with this, which is refreshing. Man, this is really nice. Yeah, a little bit more of that coffee is coming through the more I sip on it. Really, just a wonderful beer. The Omnipollo Agamemnon. Absolutely delightful. I'm going to go with a 97 out of 100. I think really the only thing that could make this better is if they actually barrel aged it. It would give it even another, layer of complexity and depth of flavor and character. But, that's just wishful thinking. This is absolutely delightful. 97 out of 100. It's getting up there towards world class, guys. The 12.5% is masked exceptionally well. It's well rounded. The maple, the chocolate, the roasty, toasty notes, that little astringency that you're getting from the coffee notes that are coming from the roasted malt character, the nice drop off, the non-sticky, lingering maple is really nice because I was expecting it to be a little bit thick and syrupy, and it's really not. But it is a full-bodied beer. It does have a very a more heavy mouthfeel and body. Obviously, you wouldn't want to drink more than one of these anyway. At 12.5%, you'd be on the floor. But just a delightful beer. So 97 out of 100 for the Omnipollo Agamemnon. Buy it, try it, let me know what you guys think. That'll do it for this beer review. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.